So it can be quite confusing and not always relevant or not always easy to spot. But how do you know when the narcissist is done with you? Because we know that the narcissist is incredibly erratic. Their behaviours rotate in cycles. So how do we know that this is actually the last time, that this is the final thing? How do we know that they've truly moved on? We don't know always. This is what I'm going to be talking about in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about how do we know that the narcissist is completely done with you? Like that's the end, that's it, it's over. And you know, I do talk about the attachment disorder, and yes, this does apply to this because they can't attach to you in a healthy way, they also can't detach from you. So how is it that now we are trying to understand that the narcissist is now done with you? When really all of this depends when you are done with them. So it's challenging to try and determine what is going on, to try and kind of understand what the next step is or what is the right thing to do. So you see the narcissist is confusing you on purpose. Is always trying to keep you on your toes so that you cannot be one step ahead. Because that's what they do. Because this becomes a game to them, and they purposely behave in this way because they don't want you to know. Because remember, it's always about control. So if they are in control of what's going on, then this is it. This is the scenarios that they create. However, understanding these signs that I'm going to talk about in these videos, understanding these signs can help you prepare and protect your emotional well-being. So here's how to tell if the narcissist is done with you. But my friends, just before we get into the video, I just want to say that I do go live on this channel every single week, and I really would love it if you were to come. I would love to kind of say hi to you, meet you, obviously virtually. It would be amazing. It's 9 p.m. UK time, so you're going to have to do like the time calculation your end. If you're not in the UK, ask away. If you've got questions, you've got something on your mind, I'd say come on over, because honestly, I could be answering your question, and also I'd love to see you there. Okay, so let's dive into the video. So the first thing that you've got to remember is the complete withdrawal of attention. That is how we know that the narcissist is at this part, the discard part of the cycle. Remember, narcissist behavior, it does operate in a cycle. So it sometimes makes it quite easy then to anticipate the next part of the cycle. For those of you that are quite seasoned and do understand and do know what is going on and do know that this is their way of being. So I think for those of you that do understand it, like for example with family members, or you've been with a narcissist for a really long time, you will know at what stage they are in this cycle, and you will be able to adapt and manage your behavior, you know, for the narcissist. The one thing that they will definitely do is the silent treatment. Oh yeah, they will do the silent treatment, and they will remove all attention, they'll remove all communication to you. And this is a violation, this is an emotional violation for sure. They do this because they know that it annoys you. They do this because they could be filled with rage and they don't know how to speak. Or also maybe they're taking a break from you and they are looking for new supply. They're looking for other people to be able to boost them, to give them what they want, get their needs met. So the main sign is that there is a complete withdrawal of attention on you. And this could be an indicator that they are moving on. So there's no communication, there's nothing. And I know that for those of you that are quite early on in these stages and don't understand what's necessarily going on here, like it is a violation, it is nasty. And it is done especially because you see the narcissist wants you to feel a certain way. They're trying to elicit an emotional response from you. They don't want you to feel good. They don't want you to feel in control. They want to be the ones that control how you feel and what's going on for you. And this prolonged period of silence is also, they know that it's uncomfortable for you because they know that you're going to be thinking, they know that you're going to be trying and work this out, why they are doing this. So they know that this thought process, keeping silent, being like this, okay, what they realize is it keeps you stuck. This is the main thing to remember, is because they want to keep you stuck. They know you're going to be thinking about them. So if they're silent, They know that you're going to be trying working this out, why this is happening, what's going on. So they do this purposely so that you stay stuck, and they will also ignore your attempts. Do not, I repeat, do not reach out when there is a period of silence. Okay, do not do this, because they're going to ignore you, and it's going to upset you, it's going to frustrate you even more, and it's going to it's going to plummet you into a depression or anxiety. Don't do it. They're doing this especially. Of course they can see your calling. Of course they can see and read your text. They're doing this especially. There's no other reason for it. So don't do it. When there's silence, and I know this is hard, but it means that you're going to have to refine your way of coping with this. You're going to have to think of this in a different way. They know you are trying to contact them. They know that you are in pain and wanting some sort of communication from them. They know this. They're doing this on purpose to make you feel like this. The next one is the lack of interest in manipulating you. Do you know what? You're going to feel it. You'll just know. You'll just know when the narcissist is done, because there's no interest in you anymore. Their energy isn't there. Even though it was so annoying, so irritating, they just stop, and you'll know, because that energy and attention isn't there. There'll be no more hoovering. They're going to stop. You're just not going to hear from them. They're going to pull back, or they're going to be silent for a bit. They're not going to be hoovering you. They're not going to give you the fake apology. They're not going to be trying to get in contact with you. That's it. It's just silence, nothing. If they've stopped trying to win you back, then that means that they have lost interest in trying to pursue you. And I know for some of you that could be quite sad and quite upsetting, but it doesn't mean that it's done forever. Remember, this is all periodical. It all means that it's done at various time points. So it could mean that they're just done for now. There's no emotional reactions. So narcissists will typically try to provoke some sort of an emotional reaction from you. If they're no longer making you feel angry, jealous, or sad, that also could be a sign that they are done. And then there's the absence of games, because they're not playing mind games with you anymore. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's all of these things. Okay, these are trying to get your attention in some way. So they're constantly trying to they're pulling on your energy, pulling on your attention, pulling on your emotions. So they're trying to elicit some sort of a reaction. So they're pulling on you all the time. And when this stops, it means that it's just done for the time being. For the time being. It doesn't mean that it's forever. It's just for the time being. And then the most painful part of it, or the worst one, is that they move on and they get a new target. They get a new person. And boy, they're going to flaunt it in your face. This quick replacement, I'm talking, oh my God, I have heard that in some cases it's days. I'm not kidding, honestly. I have heard that it's been days in some cases. Weeks, months. I don't even think it will be months. It will be weeks. Because they will work tirelessly to try and find someone new, trying to find someone else that will replace you. Because it's like they've put you on ice. Yeah? They put you on ice, and they believe that if they leave you there on this ice, they will be able to leave you there. You're going to be like broken on the floor, upset, thinking about them, trying to work this out, trying to get in contact with them. And they believe that at some point in the future, they're going to be able to come back and get in contact with you. They're just putting you on ice over there in the corner. This is what they're doing. So when they get with a new supply, they want the validation and the attention of this person. They've shifted their interest, and there will be this public display. Oh yeah, like it will be all over social media for sure, in the hope that you will see and that it will make you feel a certain way. I have done a video about this. I will link it up here, but I talk about, why the narcissist does this. Why do they just flaunt the new person in your face? Why it happens like this? And there's a reason for it. It's all to do with manipulation. It's always to make you feel a certain way. And obviously the new target doesn't know anything about this. The replacement doesn't know. And they are oblivious to it all. But what they don't know is that the roles will reverse, and they will be feeling the same way as you are right now. And this doesn't change. Please don't think this changes. It doesn't. It's the same thing over and over again. A narcissist doesn't change their behaviors because they don't have the mental ability to do that. Although I've got to say, like, they are emotionally intelligent, but they don't have the ability to be able to switch up their behaviors. Look, at the end of the day, it is meeting their needs. So why are they going to change it? If they're getting what they want, why change? Why put all that effort in and energy into trying to change something? They're not going to. They're just going to erase you from their life like you never existed, like you were never there. And I know that that's so hurtful to so many of us. This is so painful. But what you remember is that, okay, it's painful, it's upsetting, but this is done especially to make you feel a certain way. So there comes the withdrawal, the absence of future promises. There's no more plans going forward. Narcissists often keep their victims hooked by making promises about the future. So there's none of that. None of that is happening. So if you stop talking about future plans or making promises, they've actually gone off you, and they've probably, their attention is shifted somewhere else. They've got somebody else that is in the mix here. There's also an avoidance of commitment. Like there always has been. Like, I mean, I don't know why I put this in, because like this is because there's always been an avoidance of commitment, but there's no future plans. Like they talk about things in a finality, like there's no future in this, and you can tell by the language that they use, by the way that they speak about things. It's done. Generally, when we talk about this is like where the narcissist just has a loss of interest in you, a loss of dominance, a loss of loss of interest in manipulation. All of this, it just feels different. And you'll know that that is when the narcissist is done. For whatever reason it could be. And I know that perhaps maybe some of you are still hooked onto the narcissist or still wanting to understand these dynamics. The thing is, the narcissist is not going to pursue you anymore. There's not going to be any interest and energy put forward in trying to obtain you in some way. It's just done, and the energy is going to be different. The way they talk to you is different. And I think in a lot of cases you have to remember is that when you say you are done, that is when actually things are done, because you're no longer looking to engage in this behavior. And I feel like when this happens for the narcissist, is you know what, you just have to ignore them. You just have to let things be. The thing is, in most cases, they do come back around. They do. Unfortunately, it's a sad phenomenon about those things. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.